I'm Mr. Bradshaw, and I'm going to tell you about my proposed action research. I am currently in a school district that is seeing an increasing amount of English language learners in our classrooms, but even some native English speakers in our schools struggle with reading and critical thinking skills when they have to read. I want us to be able to help our students learn literacy skills and what they need. I want to engage our students in social studies classes and help them do well on STAR assessments. Therefore, I want social studies teachers to use primary and secondary sources to help students understand and analyze texts, which might improve achievement in social studies, and these strategies may be useful in other classes, especially English, and then when it comes to their STAR assessment. The research questions are, number one, if primary and secondary sources are to be taught and used successfully in the social studies class, how often should primary and secondary sources be taught and used? The second question, as students gain proper understanding and analysis skills, will this improve their assessment grades in the social studies class? And third, if students have proper understanding and analysis skills that are showing results in the social studies classroom and on their assessments, will we then see even slightly improving STAR English scores? For the method, there will be 2 pre-tests for all study subjects, one in English and one in social studies, but the pre-tests must be of a similar rigor and question-answer format to their respective STAR exam. These scores will be a baseline score, and we should hopefully observe higher scores by April. Then, as treatments are given to study subjects, meaning the teaching and student use of primary and secondary sources, in-class social studies assessments will take place within 14 days. The purpose for the 14 days is to make sure that the assessment scores measure student learning throughout the school year. Then in April, students will complete the STAR English exam. Once researchers receive the April STAR English scores, class averages for the pretest, in-class exams, and the STAR English exam can be analyzed using a Pearson R to see if scores do correlate or not. If our hypothesis is correct, the in-class scores closer to April should correlate better to the STAR English exam than the scores from the beginning of the school year. The pre-test scores, in-class scores, and the STAR English scores from April will most likely be turned into averages per teacher, then class period, and per level of class, depending on which ones are applicable. Then a Pearson R will be performed to see if the scores do correlate or not, and if they do correlate, how well do they correlate, and of course in what direction. Also, standard deviation may be used if it's deemed relevant, but if researchers want to use the KR21 formula, then we will need to do the standard deviations. And we will most likely have the researchers perform the standard deviations and the KR21, since we know that the classroom teachers will most likely not have the time to perform these formulas.